pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of the Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being for you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with the power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risk and have taken possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on your way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company heroes fought and fell primals, but each victory is bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. I defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe that you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. Your passion, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Ogomro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegeruju's estates. Perhaps you could demonstrate your abilities by attending one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing what I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at our gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to this man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if you are the best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I'll use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Piss off, you Stola. Lazy cat. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Heh! Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. Lazy ass feline. Ain't that right, Grog? I don't think the Irish exist here in Aoris yet, Alexis. Alrighty. Nix that. Master Gegeruju's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would verify that this won't be a waste of my time. Nix has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nix and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alrighty. Someone's hungry for frog legs. Well, did you deal with the Nix? Yep, here's the leg. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge that befits your talents. Alrighty. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Kalanu, your mission to seek out and obtain rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as is. It'll be a long, arduous journey, and you will need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud to speak with Landranel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Venture, if you do not have the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alrighty. Time to do some fetch quests. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who challenged Titan. I've been expecting you, Kalanu. The ingredient you seek is the egg of the giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Alright. Trial by turtle. Here we go. Let me be clear. The business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time in the company of heroes in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. The toe here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all the other activities I so desperately miss. Oh boy. And so understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your intros and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you'll surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Kalanu. You need not challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Oh, really now? Time for some fun. Especially since I am quite a bit overpowered at this point. Alrighty. Here we go. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place, but your continued presence think you intend to persevere to the bitter end. An exceptionally large egg with a seemingly unbreakable shell. When it hatches, the baby adamantoise that emerges will likely be as large as a hound. Well, that may be true, Doexis, but you also got to realize that I'm also quite overpowered at this time. Ah, such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to settle in Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Ode Noon, who will be your next guide. Safe travels. Alright, travel to the port. Southern Thanalan. Buddy Guisarme. Trophy claimed by Uo Noon from the dying hands of an Amalja warrior. Get up over here. cry echoes across the desert. And I just poke. Poke. What do you tell me, adventurer? Is our old nemesis dead? The teeth, bones, and claws drawn onto a piece of leather, supposedly from the pattern in which items are ordered. Other Amalia can glean the name and rank of the necklace's wearer. Okay, so it's a name tag. Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It'll make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. Knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist, venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. Shall I tell you of the ingredient you seek? I guess. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but welwick worms are fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch a quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. The worms prey on smaller creatures of the Sagoli. Freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it on your map along the location where welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Ooh. Crank up some Beetlejuice for that one. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Kalanu. The meat will not need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to escape. Worry not, you have my word he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whiskate's counsel. But hold a moment, since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Okay. What could it be? Captain, I was always fond of this brandy wine. I'd be grateful if you would deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company. He would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Whiskate was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that he's still the case now. Please give him my regards, Kalanu. So, here we go. Well met, Kalanu. Landrell and Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Onyx brandy wine. Deep caramel-colored spirit made from twice distilling fine red wine, then aging it in rosewood barrels for at least 30 summers. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Unfortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldernar this time to obtain it. Alrighty. So what do I gotta get? The things we do for cheese. Oh boy. Truth be told, I I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brave Flox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not so long ago, she sent word that there has been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He'll direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brave Flox and her people have made their home. Good. No problem. Oh, help out your little friend. What's the hurry, Adventure? Something's happening over the Gabi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder and she'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Alright, skipper. Sail me across, please. 40 gil? That's cheap. Tongue flaps and whiskate be reaching ears of Brave Flox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest price for Uplander deep and long stop. Flighty beasts chase gobby flock from homes. Gobby flock needs goodly Uplander to safety to long stop with much hand lending. Bleh! Whoa, that's a tongue twister there.